It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the spotlight is on these Chiefs leader at quarterback. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Chiefs and the Cowboys. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1. With 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. Gets it off to Freeman. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Peters. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Stewart. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 2nd and 4. He finds his man complete. It's Peters. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
This one taken just inside the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Caught here by Griffin. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bell. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Back to throw again. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They have to be thrilled with that 1st drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the 1st drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Peters. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Here's Watson. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
Point A, B, and C.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his... Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
On the move past the 40, down the left sideline.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. Peters. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
On 2nd down now, Bradford. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 23.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2-2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Looking to throw. Hold in here, Caldwell. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
You got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Right back to Bell, and it's caught once again. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Caldwell. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates yards and a Dallas touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they, too, didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Griffin's got it, middle of the field. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Peters. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Peters. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Peters, and he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Stewart. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now back to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Peters.
Holding offense.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Up the middle they go. Peters. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. Oh, good move. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat for the 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he completes it to Wilson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 2nd and 1. He's got Freeman here, it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Back to throw again. That's complete over the middle to Stewart. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Stewart. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He'll look to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. From 8 yards out. And the Chiefs are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this to Bell. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bell. The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Bell. Second and 4. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them. Able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On first down, it's Peters. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He'll look to throw, and that will be incomplete. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. So now the Cowboys down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. He's got Bell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's complete to Cooks. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Caught here by Griffin. And they'll get this down to the 10. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just